Hey guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Math Kwentuhan. Ang pag-uusapan natin ngayong araw na ito ay tungkol sa solving linear equations in one variable. Ang tutorial na ito ay para sa mga students na gustong matutunan kung paano ba hanapin yung unknown value sa isang equation. In this tutorial, we will deal with solving linear equations in one variable using the properties of equality. Kapag sinabi nating linear equation in one variable, simply ito yung isang uri ng equation na gumagamit lamang ng isang letra kagaya ng equation na x minus 2 equals 1. Tinatawag natin ang equation na ito na linear or first degree equation since yung highest degree or highest power ng given variable is 1. And since solving yung gagawin natin dito, we have to find the value of x in the given linear equation x minus 2 equals 1. In other words, anong numero kaya yung pwede nating isubtract sa number na 2 so that yung magiging sagot o difference is 1? By just looking at the equation, masasabi natin na ang value ng x variable is positive 3 because 3 minus 2 equals 1. Now, applying the properties of equality, we can solve the given equation x minus 2 equals 1. Since yung goal natin dito is hanapin yung value ng x, what we have to do first is to get rid of minus 2 on the left side of the equation so that yung matitira na lang sa left side ng equation is only the variable x. And one way to do that is by applying the addition property of equality where we can add positive 2 to both sides of the equation. Meaning, if we add positive 2 on the left side of the equation, we also have to add the same quantity on the right side of the equation in order to maintain the equality. And now we have x minus 2 plus 2 equals 1 plus 2 by addition property of equality. This time we can cancel out minus 2 plus 2 since this is now equal to 0. What remains on the left side of the equation is the variable x, and then we add 1 and 2. That's why we obtain x equals 3. Now, in order to verify if the value that we've got is correct, we can always check our answer by substituting 3 to x in the original equation. First, we write the original equation x minus 2 equals 1, and since the value of x equals 3, we substitute 3 to x, and then we simply copy minus 2 equals 1. Then we obtain 1 equals 1. Hence, positive 3 is the solution of the linear equation x minus 2 equals 1. How about if we are to solve for x in the equation 2x plus 6 equals 18? Remember that we can always use other letters or variables in an equation aside from x. In this example, we still use x as the unknown value. Now we can solve the equation by applying the properties of equality. Since our goal is to find x, we first need to get rid of plus 6 or positive 6 and the coefficient 2 on the left side of the equation so that yung matitira na lang sa left side ng equation is only the variable x. Unahin muna natin yung positive 6. In order to eliminate positive 6, we can add negative 6 to both sides of the equation by using the addition property of equality. And now we have 2x plus 6 minus 6 equals 18 minus 6. This time we can cancel out positive 6 minus 6 since this is now equal to 0. What remains on the left side of the equation is 2x, and then we simplify 18 minus 6. That's why we obtain 2x equals 12. Remember that we still have to get rid of the coefficient 2 on the left side of the equation. And one way to do that is by applying the multiplication property of equality, where we can multiply both sides of the equation by 1/2. This is just the same process when we divide both sides of the equation by 2. Remember that in dealing with equations, whatever you do to the left side of the equation, you have to do the same thing to the right side of the equation in order to maintain the equality. And since on the left side of the equation we divide 2x by 2, we must also divide 12 by 2 on the right side to keep it balanced. And since 2x over 2 is equal to x, we write x and then we divide 12 by 2. That's why we obtain x equals 6 as our final answer. As I have said, we can always check our answer by substituting 6 to x in the original equation. So first we write the original equation, 2x plus 6 equals 18. And since the value of x equals 6, we substitute 6 to x and then we simply copy everything. Then by order of operations, we multiply 2 and 6 first, which is equal to 12. And now we have 12 plus 6 equals 18. Then we obtain 18 equals 18. Therefore, 6 is the solution of the linear equation 2x plus 6 equals 18. Let us consider another linear equation in one variable. So in this example, we are to solve for the variable m in the equation 2 times the quantity m plus 4 equals 6 times the quantity m minus 2. As I have said earlier, we can always use other letters or variables in an equation, and this time we use m as the unknown value. Now to find the value of m, ang gagawin muna natin is to apply the distributive property of multiplication over addition, since the equation that we have presented involves grouping. First, we distribute 2 to m plus 4. That's why we obtain 2m plus 8, since 2 times m equals 2m and 2 times 4 is equal to positive 8. And then in the right side of the equation, we distribute 6 to m minus 2. That's why we have 6m minus 12. Since 6 times m equals 6m and 6 times negative 2 equals negative 12. We now have 2m plus 8 equals 6m minus 12 by distributive property of multiplication over addition. Ang susunod naman na gagawin natin is to combine or group similar terms. Remember that terms are similar if they have the same literal coefficient. So in this case, we can combine 2m and 6m in one side of the equation, and we can also combine 8 and negative 12 at the other side of the equation by addition property of equality. But this process can be done directly using the transposition or transposing method, na kung saan pwede natin ilagay yung mga terms na may variables sa isang side ng equation at yung mga constant terms naman ay pwede natin ilagay or i-group sa isa pang side ng equation. Then we change the sign of those terms that have been moved across the equal sign. Since we can combine 2m and 6m, pwede nating i-move yung term na 6m going to the left side of the equation, and it becomes now negative 6m by transposition, and we just simply copy 2m. And since we can also group the constants 8 and negative 12, pwede nating i-move yung 8 going to the right side of the equation, and it becomes now negative 8 by transposition, and we just simply copy negative 12. As you can notice, parang addition property of equality lang din yung ginawa natin, because the principle behind the transposing method is the addition property of equality. So we now have 2m minus 6m equals negative 12 minus 8. And then we simplify it further, so we get negative 4m. Since 2m minus 6m equals negative 4m, and then we simplify negative 12 minus 8, that's why we obtain equals negative 20. So we now have negative 4m equals negative 20. So we divide negative 4m by negative 4, and we also divide negative 20 by negative 4. We can now cancel out negative 4, since negative 4m divided by negative 4 is equal to m. We write m, then we also divide negative 20 and negative 4. That's why we obtain m equals 5 as our final answer. Again, we can always check our answer by substituting 5 to m in the original equation. First, we write the original equation, and since the value of m equals 5, we substitute 5 to m and we just copy everything. Then we simplify by order of operations. So that's 5 plus 4 first, which is equal to 9. And we now have 2 times 9, which is equal to 18. Then at the right side, we have 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3. And then we multiply 6 times 3, which is equal to 18. And we obtain 18 equals 18. Therefore, 5 is the solution of the linear equation 2 times the quantity m plus 4 equals 6 times the quantity m minus 2. Para mas lalo pa nating ma-master yung concept ng solving linear equations in one variable, mag-practice solving lang tayo ng mga similar problems kagaya ng mga examples na pinag-usapan natin kanina. I hope nakatulong sa inyo ang tutorial na ito, and I will just leave this another equation for you guys. You may write your solution and answer to the problem at the comment section at isa-isa nating titingnan yan. Thank you guys for watching and see you on our next Math Kwentuhan.